Hello guys, this is Kulatius and Latius for this video. So I'm actually deciding I'm going to do my new Hell Event Theory video today instead of the 28th, and I have my reasons why, and it got me thinking. So interesting enough, in my YouTube feed a video popped up which was the Time Palace event, the preview of it. So I'm like, for which server is it? And I was like, I see Japanese letters. I'm like, oh, this is the Japanese server. I'm like, okay, Japanese server, right? So yeah, they're getting their Hell Event, okay? Yeah, Time Palace. One thing I noticed is, shut up, is the Japanese server kind of mirrored what our server did, because their last Hell Event, well, it seems the C server could potentially do the same thing. I have no clue because you guys just got the thingy thing, that event. So it seems that they are mirroring our server because they got 4 wars and they got this. They are now, I think, the third server that has Time Palace besides second to us. And I noticed, if you look here, it's interesting because I noticed the recharge was also this, what we had before Time Palace came. So that is interesting. It's like they're copying what our server is doing over here. Another thing, okay, so this is technically the real reason why I wanted to record the video. It looks like they are also getting those lucky bag recharges. See? Do you see? This is why I found that fucking stupid recharge from last week strange when they took out 3 outfits. Okay, look at this. They're saving this. The Japanese servers is using it for a Hell Event. I knew something was up with it. It's as if our server and the Japanese server just have, for some reason, just took out 3 of the lucky bags for a reason. I believe our server did so to set up for a Hell Event. That's actually the reason why I really thought a Hell Event was going to be our next one, but it wasn't. However, I believe the recharge from then and the events from Sutentoji and all this to this week's events is leading up to a Hell Event. So this bothers me, and I'm seeing this and I'm like, okay, it makes a bit more sense now, because see, this is the theory. Okay, first of all, okay, so now that I'm making my theory video about 2 days earlier because I saw this and I'm like, my mind is fucking blown, guys. I'm like, why didn't we get this during a Hell Event, man? Why? Because perhaps it's a lucky bag recharge. Ooh. Well, okay. First of all, the most important thing, the absolute easiest, most important, Hell Event coming next. The reason why it's coming next, and I guess last week really was a setup. The reason for that is starting from Mermaid, because from January to May's Miracle Concert, we had a drought of a Hell Event, and that's probably because our server was kind of newish, so they didn't want to push their luck that quick. And also it made, because we had the 4 seasons, the pavilion for our anniversary, you know, like I said, because I think pushing all those events last year would have been really crazy because we weren't really doing double events that often. We did have one for Valentine's where we had that and then the circus, but this year's a lot different. And Nikki saving a Hell Event for anniversary next month, yeah, not happening. No, I don't think so. Okay, so if we take the date, so besides that, no Hell Event has surpassed exactly 3 months, guys. Even with Evernight and Ghost Gathering last year, not reruns, it only took 2 months for that to come. So Mermaid's January, I remember the dates very well, at least because I love Hell Event. So Mermaid, July the 4th, and then we take the date of September 25th, Time Palace, to October the 4th, 3 months. And I looked this up because I needed to know if that September had 31 days. It has 30, so that is 10 days if we count 25 to the 4th. So that date, the 25th to the 15th of Time Palace, December, and then we have to look at December 25th. That would be 10 days also. Because, well, yeah, 15th, and then we have to look at September 25th to December 25th. Always look at the date a hell event starts, not when it ends, by the way. So it leads us to the present day. Oh yeah, one thing I also forgot to mention is, look, their event is starting in 2 freaking days. What is this, 2 1 days? Yeah, that kind of worries me. Like, they're rushing shit just like the C server did. So here we are, present day. If they announce a hell event it has to be the first, because hell events always get announced that very day. I still thought it was gonna happen last week because, you know, Nikki with their weird shit and their updates, I do not trust them, not even. No. I just don't trust him. No. Let me see. So, and then they say announce one on the 4th and 5th. The thing is, this is not exactly 10 days. It'll be, I think 11 days is what? March the 4th, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14. Okay, yeah. 4 is 12-day difference, and the 5th is 11 days. That doesn't mean shit, though. It's still close to 10 days. It doesn't. There's no rule stating it has to be exactly 10 days. And that's your 3-month mark from March the 5th. I'm just speculating the dates right now. Or in this case, from Time Palace, December 15th to March the 15th. That's the reason why Hell Event is happening next. We have not surpassed that 3-month mark exactly or over it. So that's the reason why it's going to come. Now, I have theories about Hell Events that could come. However, after seeing this, it got me thinking a little bit, which is exactly why I made this video today or right now. Because it honestly, it really got me thinking. I was like, at this point, there's evidence showing Blood Moon can be next. The reason is, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but I noticed, and everybody, well, most others noticed that the elf recharge looks an exact carbon copy of the fairy's outfit from Bloody Moon. I wonder if it's Nikki telling us you're gonna get Bloody Moon finally. It's just they're easing us into it. And also the fact that last fucking month we got the trio event, a vampire themed event. Look at this week, the treasure trove vampire. It's as if they're teasing us, tempting us into thinking Bloody Moon is next. So that's the reason why I have evidence supporting that. Now going to Windflower, as I stated, with the Ruins event, it's interesting how they just happened to pick an event that actually has the Wind Eyes in the game. In fact, it was in the game. It wasn't even teased right there. It was in the game. You know, though, see, the thing is with them bringing that event, it doesn't really matter, though, because those images are packaged in the event. There's no reason to change it. But I just find it interesting how Nikki just happens to bring an event that really has a Hell event item, considering how we're getting a Hell event next, pretty much. It's interesting if there's a reason behind that. You know, I mean, it's not really a strong evidence, but I find that interesting because they could have picked other events that cost what, 1,400 or close to it, and used that doesn't have a Hell event item. Think about that for a second. I find it odd, which leads me to what I actually thought are going to be our Hell event. Well, okay, first of all, I forgot to mention the reason why I'm not even thinking about the newest Hell event is because it's too fast. No possible way it's coming. No. If it's going to come, it's probably going to come as our next Hell event. So maybe 3 months from now. It is too fast, not going to happen. And also they have to bring a new feature with it. So that's the reason why I'm immediately eliminating that Hell event. Just not going to happen unless Nikki's desperate. If that's the case, then they could go fuck themselves, because I don't want that event. I want the old ones. So a couple days ago, I noticed, okay, see, the reason, again, this is what prompted me to make the video today. So a couple days ago, and I believe I wrote this in your essay, and I think your name is Silent Hill Echo. Yes, I know I wrote an essay, and I think I wrote something like, I noticed the lucky bag recharges that we got last week, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I wonder if they removing those lucky bags was more than meets the eye, instead of just saying, oh, hell event is coming, it's a clue. I wonder, I think there's more than meets the eye that they removed those bags. Because number one, they brought a 3 outfit recharge last week. It only happened once in August, and it happened again last week. What is even more stranger is the fact that they took 3 lucky bag outfits. They didn't just substitute a 5 and 20 with an existing outfit in game or debut. Why didn't they make a debut outfits instead? I'm like, I wonder. They took out those lucky bags for a reason. It just so happens to be the newest one. So I'm thinking, why did they get to work on it so fast? You know, because this lucky bag is their newest CN event. It's only a month old. I wonder if they took it out because they replaced it already. Just like, look at the Japanese. They already got on top of it very fast. Instead, although they're only getting 3 recharges from what it looks like, because there's a date here, so that tells me it's only 3 of these outfits here. So I'm like, that is so fucking suspicious, guys. They took out not 1, not 2, but 3 lucky bag outfits away in the newest lucky bag of all things. I don't understand why they didn't just substitute it with 2 existing outfits, and if they couldn't find a $40 outfit, they could have just made a debut or make it all debut. It makes no sense. Maybe because they didn't have the time to do so, or because it was overload on them. Maybe because they already replaced those 3 outfits with those lucky bags. So it's like, why would they do that for later? Wouldn't they replace them now? Because they took out 3 bags, not 1, guys, 3. Which makes me think, does that mean a lucky bag recharges next? Which means it's Windflower and 4 Gods that's up, guys. Because those are the only 2 hell events besides the newest one that has lucky bag. I think, I could be wrong, maybe those lucky bags have been replaced as we speak. And the reason why they did not do all these debuts, and also because they had the treasure trove and the elf suit. And like I said, maybe it was overload for them, so they just did not want to make more debut events, so they just stripped 3 of the lucky bags. But why did it have to be lucky bags, though? It's so weird, because they probably are going to give us a lucky bag recharge. Another thing I noticed, I don't know if it means anything, because if I noticed there's actually a pattern with these recharges, starting from the first lucky bag to April to Mermaid, which was a regular 30, and then we had a lucky bag recharge for 4 Wars, and then we had a non-$100 lucky bag with Time Palace. And if we follow that pattern and the suspicions that I just explained what it could mean and all of that, it looks as if a lucky bag is next, doesn't it? A lucky bag recharge. I swear to God, if this theory turns out to be fucking right, I'm going to die, okay? Die of shock and laughter. Yeah. I'm like, so the reason why I thought 4 Gods was my highest potential on the list of it being next is because it's close to anniversary, so it's not like they have to run a hell of it on anniversary, because the dates are not matching up for it next month. I don't think they're gonna wait that long. That would be kind of weird, you know. So let's see. I guess I'm gonna have to split these videos. Rip. Oh well, that's okay. It's a very interesting thing that I noticed that I really think should get pointed out. Oh well, it's okay. It's only 2 videos. It's not gonna kill me. I'll just keep going. So the reason why I thought it was 4 Gods is because the anniversary is coming up soon in April, so about a month. So I'm like, Nikki could easily give us a hell event next. And then for April, they could easily throw a debut, just as expensive, or give us Disney, because guess what? Taiwan server just got the Disney